Hola a todos, mi nombre es Edgar Silva.
Hi, my name is Susan Alverson.
My name is David Swinehart.
My name is Laura Kreisen.
My name is Danielle Teague.
My name is Sam Vining, and I teach upper school history.
I teach high school science. Мене звати Мар'яна Клімович-Лавтис, і я учу 4 клас.
Y enseño español en upper school.
I believe that at Asheville Christian Academy, seeds are planted in our students' hearts to follow Christ.
In my classroom, what I've witnessed is evidence of the seeds being planted. When a student asks me after class more in-depth questions.
Questions are a good thing because it means that you're thinking and actually it's getting to your heart. And so, in reflecting on what you're being told prior or in class, it gets you moving towards a true heartfelt understanding of the information.
So I may not see the end result of this. We may not know the end for 5-10 years from now. I may see their faith grow during the time that I'm with them, but it's still my job to plant the seed, to tell them about how good God is, how He is always with them no matter what they go through, that He has a special plan for them. And so I just enjoy that process of being that person to help point them to Christ.
I believe that it is our role as teachers to help students learn intentionally.
I intentionally learn for a reason. Beginning to see how math, what they've learned in math begins to show up in science. How they read in their language arts classes transfers into history lessons.
When you show students that education can be done in a way that and captures their creativity and their God-given abilities, then it gives them the opportunity to be intentional about that learning.
And my hope is that it continues on once they leave my classroom.
I believe our students can be equipped to restore culture.
I think part of the way that we restore culture, help students learn to restore culture, is to explain to them that this isn't the way it was supposed to be. Our earth and our world is not the way that it was supposed to be. And because of the decisions made so long ago that created a break, understanding that then helps us understand that part of our goal and our role is to bring that back to a more perfect picture until Christ returns.
Realizing that God made culture and that it's not something to be afraid of. And if you can start there and continue on with positive conversation, positive identification, and then they grow in their spiritual understanding of God's good creation, then as they live their lives with a biblical worldview and an appreciation for what God has created, then they can engage culture in a way that's positive, that doesn't demonize, but that participates in a way that actually glorifies God.
Yo creo que todos los estudiantes deben aprender a comunicarse efectivamente.
I think effective communication looks like someone who listens, actually.
Making sure that you're hearing first and then thinking through before you respond.
So it's an exchange of ideas, it's listening.
I think being effective is just being honest and being real, and that happens through longer experiences and connections with students over time, creating those relationships.
I believe that our students grow into men and women who serve and lead.
I think Christ gives us the ultimate example of what it means to serve others. We then can follow that example that He set so that we are combining our service and what we do with our hands that's ultimately stemming from our hearts. What we do then leads us to lead others or causes us to lead others in the same path and lead with wisdom the way He did. What brings me the most joy in teaching is getting to watch a student have an aha moment.
But I especially love when they understand who God is more clearly. My favorite part about teaching in the ACA is that I'm able to teach God in all things, that I'm able to, in math as well as looking at history and looking at science, that I'm able to teach who God is as well as the world that God has created.
I love getting to not only share about the history of the world, but to show God's work in the world and His sovereignty over all of world events.
It's those moments where you see God working in a student's heart in a way that's unexpected that just makes your day.
For me, it helps them to understand
that we're designed for greatness. It's one of the things that we talk about all the time. We're not designed to be average, we're designed to be great. And it says that in God's Word, and it's to see the kids live that out day in and day out in the weight rooms, just it's what gets me up every single morning.